Well, hello, welcome to today's Name Him vlog, and I'm here with Lorna, and Lorna's going to share a little bit of her story, and so I'm just going to ask some questions. So Lorna, the big question is, how did you become a Christian?
I became a Christian when I was 16, but the story started when I was 0, and it's a story of 3 chapters, I suppose.
3 chapters, thrill. So what is the first chapter of your story then?
The first chapter is probably the years 0 to 11. I was brought up going to church each Sunday. I believed in God. I knew that he existed, but that didn't make a massive difference to my day-to-day life.
Okay, interesting. So then what changed? What was it that started to happen in your life?
I think that's chapter 2. So chapter 2, I was invited by a friend to St. Patrick's. I started going to what is now called Frog, and started being a part of that group, listening to God's word being taught each week, eating breakfast, playing games, going on camps, sort of progressed up into the youth group, went to Bible studies in people's homes. Several people still in the church had to put up with us at that stage. And just listening to what it looked like and what it meant to be a Jesus follower.
That's really cool. And so was it in that context that you became a Christian? Was it as part of the St. Pat's youth group during that period? Or?
Yeah, I mean, bizarrely enough, no. And you'd think it would be, wouldn't you? You think that's the perfect ground. Actually, I went to a camp when I was 16, and it was there that over the course of the week, I think the Spirit just stirred my heart, made me more aware of what it meant to actually follow Jesus and to live life his way in his world. And it was there that I actually became a Christian. So I'm always amused by it, because I feel like so many leaders at St. Pat's should have had that privilege of kind of inviting me into that. And in fact, it was a camp far away.
Yeah, it's funny how that often happens, isn't it? But that's okay. It's amazing to see how God works in all sorts of different ways. That's awesome. So Lorna, one more question for you, and that is kind of what impact did sitting under the teaching of God's word and having people name Jesus to you over kind of a long period of time, what impact do you think that had? What kind of reflections might you have from that?
I mean, it obviously had a huge impact. I don't think for a second that it was my time at that camp that completely transformed my entire life. It was the day-to-day, week by week sharing of Jesus and of the teaching of his word and the living life alongside people that slowly took me to that place of decision. And I think it just happened that decision seemed to be in a camp in North Wales and not in a lounge in Wallington. So I think the encouragement for me and for us as a church family would be just to keep going, even when it looks like somebody perhaps isn't responding the way you want them to, or the way that you wish for them to, in terms of turning to Jesus, just to keep plugging away, because the Spirit is at work, and naming Jesus is worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it, and it does make a difference, for sure. That's really cool. Thank you so much for sharing, Lorna, your story. That's really great to hear. And we'll be back next week with another Name Him vlog.